Well, I can do tongues with Sai. I don't have to use Jesus. I can do Sai.
Well, I don't want to turn my back on Jesus, but why do I just...
No. I do it when I'm meditating. I use different things.
Oh, okay. Do you have a side picture you use now?
Oh, I have been using the side picture. Yep, cool. For a long time.
The one when he's sitting?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
On the rock? Yeah, that's the classic.
Yep. Well, no, not the one on the rock. The one where his leg is crossed and there's a hole in the ground, because the hole in the ground is supposed to represent Mother, Madre, and in the background there's actually an eye. There's a goddess in the wall you can actually see.
I have different. To see that once. You send me a picture, Thomas?
Yeah, you've seen it before.
I'll
send it to you.
I thought you were talking about the one where we were sitting on the rock.
No, this is the one. He's sitting on the ground. He's in his captain. His knee is crossed and his hand's over in front. He's got his elbow on his knee, and he's sitting in front of the Dokarmi, sitting on the.
Is he in the monastery? Is it a dark brown one? He's younger.
No. I'll send it to you. He's older. So when they took the picture, because he'd been living there for so long, right, and he'd been having the rituals there, well, when you meditate on this particular picture, you see the goddesses that are in the picture. You see the play in the picture. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Just like it's a hologram, and he knew that. So, and as he says, out of his feet runs the river. So whenever people were thirsty or needed water, he could provide water. So that his foot is in the hole. There's significance to it. So, all right, here we go. Vinyacho chatanyache chatoteanayache paratukeyatan heyako nyayate maratukeyatanyache paratu kurutushineacha paisoto kenyate kurutuyamahe kenyata payate kenyata kesoto kurutukiyanyacha meshokonayate peshoko kurutuyayate kurutuhiyachata na yatetenyacha. Now remember, he gets angry when he talks sometimes. So if my voice gets a little loud. Nayate. Nuyucheta nyachata nyayata. Nurutu kurate hatanyata. Nayate chutapehekenyata. Turutu chetehekenahata. Nasato barake. Marate nayakoria chitiniaka. Ke kanayatabe kasoto vejaniata teanayati. Kurutu vishikinyata mayeko. Goroto veshikinanayata maheko. Gurutu vishiki. Gisoto veyate anahata. Geshoto veratu kenahatania karia tove sheke. Keshoto veshike. He's saying, my feet are your light are my feet. Your feet are my light, your light are my feet. Walk on me, I walk on you. So tove sheken na niachata niachateata paratuke niachi bareke keneacha sachate heke. My arms are extra long and big to wrap around you. Sacha, you are my brother. Heart, you belong to me. So tove kena hata niacha paratuke hete niachata besa korotuki acha teke niache. Kenya chatane kanyacha hasoto veshe kenyacha. Veshe konyachata veshe karate. Kishoto veshe kenyana yacha. Basoto ke mesoto kenyachata neyacha. He says the temple you build is very large around you. Toso kenyachi sataneyachata veshe keyato. Toso denyate kenyachi bifiko. Koro tu vishikinya chetamake. De soto voroto. De soto voroto. Oh, he's showing me his Lucy. He says he likes your Lucy. He has a sense. he has a sense of humor. That's funny.
He does.
Oh, goddess.
Only one Lucy to go around.
Oh, goddess. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. So, Holy Spirit comes upon you through the heart chakra. From his guru, Swami says, Sanamara, Atanahake Barato, Asokenya, all healing, complete wisdom, Sotoveshake. Asotane, Neatotabesakenyachi. He says, I am a simple man. Don't be so worried about following me. I am a simple man, he says. Simple. Oh, Sotoveshakeneya Soto. Asotove. Vasotote. Into the earth I disappear. Mesa Koneatanyacha. Maratushiki hete. The deeper I disappear into the earth, the more I appear. So mesekeneacha. Aha. Nasakenaniacha tavese korotu vishikinyacha. Sometimes it is best to disappear and be quiet. Reflect, to be calm, reflect, to be peace, reflect, to be dignified, reflect, to be humble, reflect, to be in God's spirit. Musotove shekanya chata besa korotu. Chito totanya hata he korotu kinyata. Beso korotu kishiniacha. Paso korotu heke. See others first. Soto meheke nahata. Sotove sheke. Know that you are spirit. Other people, they still see themselves as bodies, so their needs and beings come first. So that will help you in processing for other people. Soto veshekenayata naratu. Nasoto nerati. Nijoko nayata. Narati nayata. Naratanyata nayashakeyato. Nashakanyata hekenyato. Aratukiyata hekashato hetit. He says, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Major, I look upon it as a pleasure to meet you, sir. Somesekonehate maratusheke. Wherever I am, wherever you are, I am there. Just remember that. Call me, I am there. Sotoveshekeneata. He gives a thump actually on his chest, on his heart, like, you know, a wrestler at the end of the game, like kind of a football thing. He's funny. Yeah. He's got a funny personality. He adjusts himself very well. He's a chameleon of sorts. He really is. He's a chameleon.
What did Jesus say that first time we talked about it? He was quite a character, quite a fellow.
Yeah. So, keep all in stride. Keep up your good work. Keep your health strong. Keep Sandy happy. Household happy. You know that. You know all that. Yeah, I can't believe you don't. When you see the picture, you'll know the picture. It's classic. It's classic Shri Sai Baba.
Okay, that's wonderful. Tell him thank you very much for the visit. I enjoyed it beyond measure.
I will. He's very endearing. He really is.
He's got that charm my daddy and the grandpa had. There's a rascality to it that I thoroughly enjoy. All to the good, but it's still it's curveballs, knuckleballs, not fastballs.
Yeah. No, he is like that. And he has a personality in it, like the book that I'm reading now off your iPad. I like how it tells the stories about the Layla of it, and it's funny because he really does have a personality, and you like seeing that. Yeah, and you like seeing and hearing about that because you don't get to see that in the stories of Jesus. You're just hearing the words, right? You're not, he's not being fleshed out as a human being, really. That part was taken out by all the different sects of churches. We don't need to go into that. But you get Jesus's heart and meaning through the word, and you understand why he was chosen. But with Shirdi Sai Baba, not in disrespect to Jesus, but Shirdi Sai Baba is a complete package, and it's not to be disrespectful, but he knows that, and when he is present, and his previous guru, who he's with for just a little bit, which is Swami Sarmath, if you see a picture of him, he'd scare most people away. Most people would never even go up to this guy in a gazillion years. But the guy was 7 feet tall and also an avatar. So he was just like Swami Sai Baba. He had the thing where his hands were extra long, right? And
imposing.
Imposing, very imposing. And his look, oh my God. So the thing is, he leaves behind a lot of disciples. So it was just like in different periods of time, these little Tesla batteries of humanity are getting charged up, and they're charging up other disciples who are pure. They're not in it for an agenda to get something out of it from somebody else. They are truly agents of God as God. Like there is nothing in it for them other just to be here as representative of the God particle. That's it. And that's what and that they get to maintain their personality. I love Sai Baba's personality. He cracks me up. I think he's funny as all get out. And how he talks back to people when he tells them why he does stuff. And he answers them in such a way that it all makes sense when they ask him the question. That's how you know he's complete. Because when they ask him a difficult question, he can answer it in such a way that the answer in itself is actually full.
Yeah, there were stories, one that I remembered where one of the guys was doing the Upanishads, and he started asking them very detailed questions about it and so forth, and obviously he knew it as if he had written it because he had, basically. As unlearned from the outside, he had the full knowledge is on the inside too. I think it's fabulous. You know, you'd think the Godhead would really have a ball, find a personality that was a heck of a lot of fun, enigmatic and all that stuff. But it's got a little bit of everything. Like you say, chameleon. It's beautiful. It's put on whatever suit the moment called for.
Yeah.
And the funny part is, I can relate to the anger. Even though it's divine anger, and Stan's right. He said, "Don't call it anger, call it excitement." And when I said it, I did that. And I said, "Well, I got excited. Sorry, I got excited. It got heated." He said, "No, how passionate you are." So it's it's fabulous. It's fascinating. It's
so I'm glad. So Stanley actually heard part of Sai Baba today?
I talked about Sai Baba, and it's he's hardcore I am, which is fine because Sai Baba is I am and so forth. It gets to be metaphysical, what's your preference? Do you like chocolate or vanilla? But
right.
ultimately, at the I am level, which is another. I'm to the point where SAI and IAM, and there's another one. I had all three of them. Sat Chidananda. They're all saying the same thing with different
It's all
letters,
the same thing. It's all the same thing.
It's the firstborn God. It's God absolute manifest as a particular self-reference. It's really ultimately I am as dimensionless still point, which is equivalent to the absolute manifest. I and am is a 0-point field of conscious intelligent energy. Basically, that closed it. So it's it's the firstborn. It's God. It's really Godhead. The fullness of the Godhead bodily that they use for Jesus and I am. The I am is the fullness of the Godhead bodily. That's the fullness of the absolute to the degree the absolute can manifest in vibratory form at every possible level, every possible dimension, and so forth. But this is neat, and I'd sort of like the brotherhood thing because ultimately I am, and you are, I am, and the truth of the matter is the other interesting thing that came to me. It's like there's this globe of light, okay, and the light is essentially unitary. But there are an infinite number of holes poked in that globe, so the unitary light rays out as individual rays that are unique. And that soul point is the point at which the soul is the whole that is both everything, and when it manifests as a ray, you got two rays working with each other. You're a brother, sister.
Yes.
Directly, father, mother, sister, brother. God is all, there is no other. Did you ever see that old poem in the book? It's called All. Father, son, let's see. Maybe one I remember. Father, mother, sister, brother. God is all, there is no other. Selfish ways will never fit. Surrender yourself to Him, submit. Full of all, and then full of all, and dead to self. I again return to health, something like that. That's one of my early 80s poems. But it's really all. Father, mother, sister, brother. God is all, there is no other.
No, I've not heard that.
The point at the soul, it's that whole light. The soul is aware of being the whole light, but it also is aware of being the individual ray of light. It's a junction between the two. That's really the point at which the absolute becomes, well, you wouldn't say the absolute, it would be the universal light becomes particularized, or the quantum light of awareness I am as a field of energy particleizes as an infinite number of rays, which are just two different ways. If you take a sun, you can look at it as an infinite number of rays or a field of light energy. And it also has warmth to it. So that we're in the sun right now if you measure the sun by its warmth and its light. Capiche?
We're in the sun. Yeah.
Yep, we are in the sun. In terms of the sun's heat and light, if you define the light by the extent of its the extent of its light, and also its heat, we're in it. We're in a livable portion thereof. It's all how you frame it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is all how you frame it.
My dog eater. Yes, it is. It's just how you want to look at it. And, the guy that Houston, I like his references. Instead of stages of consciousness, he calls it contextual modalities, which is like saying a particular frame of reference on an infinite focal length, somewhere along an infinite focal length has a broader and broader, or if you go the other way, more narrow and narrow field that it's aware of. But when you hit dead center, you become aware of being a whole enchilada, which is essentially the Godhead, the absolute Godhead. Bill uses the term, when he's saying God, he's really talking about Godhead, which is really the absolute. God, unmanifest, or the infinite Father, and so forth. No, Sai feels really good. I think he's going to get me. I think he's already.
Oh, Sai's going to get you. Sai's already got you. Sai's already got you.
I think he does. I know he has.
Oh, and listen, I sent you a video of a woman who does Sai. She just does Sai Baba devotions, but I can't pick her video up any other way. So I think I was able to email it to you. Just listen to her doing the devotion to Sai Baba. It is one of the most beautiful devotions to Sai Baba I've ever heard. And she herself is a character. She's on Facebook. But this particular devotion, I came about actually off of your iPad. Again, it was another thing of timing off of your iPad, so I couldn't send it to myself, so trying to get it was hard. So you have to listen to it and just put it on your chest and listen to her sing her devotion to Sai Baba. It is one of the most beautiful, peaceful devotions I've ever heard in my life.
This came from where? Did it come from YouTube or
she's on
Facebook?
YouTube and Facebook, but she is a Sai Baba. She's devoted to Sai Baba, and I guess she's a mother. They refer to her as Madre or Mama. She must be in India. She's rather a large woman. She's rather heavy.
Did you find this on Facebook, or where did you find it?
Well, no, I found it. I was on your iPad, and I went to go Google mantra. I went to go Google something on Sai Baba, and this particular mantra came up, and I said, I looked at the mantra, and I said, well, that's the mantra I'm looking for, but I don't know who this woman is, so let me check her out. And it was in Sanskrit, and I thought, well, I don't care if it's in Sanskrit. I just want to see if it's a good devotion to Sai Baba. And it was a really good devotion to Sai Baba. I didn't care if it was in Sanskrit.
Yeah, I found a couple of the songs that I had that I didn't understand them. I found the lyrics on them in Hindi, and then it gave a translation into English, which was pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Some of them will actually translate. I'll show you the one that I printed. It was pretty neat.
Oh, wow, I like that.
It's what is it? It's Hey. I think it's Hey Sai. H-E. Yeah, I think I sent it to you. Maybe it's Heysai. Hey Sai, Hey Sai, Hey Sai. And I forget what Hey Sai is exactly, but I got the reading of it, and the words that I didn't understand I really liked. It was a good lyrics. But I'll send that to you too. Thanks a lot. I'm going to go take care of Puppy.
Okay.
And thanks, Sai again. I appreciate the connection.
Okay. All right.
And thank
he
you.
Loves you.
And next time
I'm
going to say, what do you think of Rebecca? I've got to get a take on you because you are unique.
All right. Night. Bye.
I should say, how do you feel about Callie?
No. Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Love you.
Love you.